The ocean's guardians, the apex predators, the magnificent sharks. For millions of years, they have ruled the seas, maintaining the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Yet today, their very existence is under threat, driven to the brink by a practice both ancient and modern: the shark fin trade. This documentary dives deep into the world of shark finning, exploring its impact on shark populations, the environment, and the global economy. We will also examine the efforts to combat this destructive trade and the steps we can take to ensure a future where sharks continue to thrive. Sharks are one of the most diverse groups of animals on the planet, with over 500 species known to science. From the mighty great white to the gentle whale shark, each species plays a crucial role in its ecosystem. Sharks are apex predators, meaning they are at the top of the food chain. This position helps regulate the populations of other marine species, maintaining the health of our oceans. Sharks have evolved over 400 million years, long before the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Their adaptation to various environments has made them some of the most efficient predators. They possess remarkable senses, keen eyesight, an acute sense of smell, and the ability to detect electrical fields generated by other marine life. This makes them highly effective hunters. Healthy shark populations are essential for healthy oceans. They help control the populations of prey species, preventing overgrazing of vital habitats like seagrass beds and coral reefs. Without sharks, the balance of marine life is disrupted, leading to the decline of these critical ecosystems. Economically, live sharks contribute to tourism industries worldwide, attracting divers and marine enthusiasts eager to witness these incredible creatures in their natural environments. The shark fin trade has a long history, particularly in East Asia, where shark fin soup has been a symbol of wealth and status for centuries. Once reserved for emperors and nobility, the dish's popularity surged in the late 20th century, fueled by economic growth and rising incomes. Today, the global shark fin trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Hong Kong, China, and Japan are major hubs, with fins sourced from every corner of the globe. Despite growing awareness and international regulations, demand remains high, driving unsustainable fishing practices that threaten shark populations worldwide. The fins are often transported across continents, making it difficult to trace their origins and enforce regulations. The high value of shark fins compared to the rest of the shark's body drives this trade. Fins can fetch hundreds of dollars per kilogram, whereas the meat is worth much less. This disparity in value incentivizes fishermen to engage in finning, discarding the rest of the shark to save space and increase profits. Shark finning is a brutal and wasteful practice. Fishermen catch sharks, slice off their fins, and often discard the still living animals back into the ocean. Unable to swim, the sharks sink to the bottom and suffocate or are eaten by other predators. This practice not only kills millions of sharks each year but also wastes up to 95% of the animal's biomass. The techniques used in finning are designed for efficiency, not sustainability. Long line fishing, a common method, involves setting out lines with thousands of baited hooks. This method is not selective, capturing sharks along with many other marine species. Once hauled onto the boat, the fins are removed, and the rest of the body is discarded. The consequences of finning are devastating. Shark populations have plummeted by up to 90% in some regions. Species such as the scalloped hammerhead, the oceanic whitetip, and the great hammerhead are now critically endangered. With their slow reproductive rates, sharks are particularly vulnerable to overfishing, making it difficult for populations to recover. Unlike many fish, sharks take many years to mature and have few offspring, making population recovery a slow process. The loss of sharks has far-reaching effects on marine ecosystems. As apex predators, sharks help keep the populations of prey species in check. Without them, species like rays and smaller fish can proliferate, leading to overgrazing of vital habitats such as seagrass beds and coral reefs. This disruption cascades through the ecosystem, affecting biodiversity and the health of our oceans. The decline of sharks can lead to an increase in the populations of mid-level predators, which then consume more of the herbivorous fish. These herbivores are essential for maintaining the health of coral reefs by grazing on algae. Without them, algae can overgrow and suffocate corals, leading to reef degradation. Shark finning is often linked to broader issues of overfishing and bycatch. Sharks are frequently caught unintentionally in fishing gear intended for other species, contributing to their decline. The indiscriminate nature of these fishing methods results in the capture and death of countless non-target species, further stressing marine ecosystems. This bycatch problem is not limited to sharks. Turtles, dolphins, and seabirds are also frequently caught and killed. The shark fin trade is driven by a complex global market. High demand in East Asia fuels a lucrative industry, with fins fetching hundreds of dollars per kilogram. This economic incentive drives fishermen to target sharks, often illegally, to supply the market. Despite bans and regulations, the black market for shark fins thrives, complicating conservation efforts. The trade is also influenced by cultural factors. In many cultures, shark fin soup is seen as a delicacy and a symbol of prosperity and honor. This cultural significance makes it challenging to reduce demand, even in the face of growing environmental concerns. Transitioning communities away from shark finning is crucial for both conservation and economic stability. Programs that promote alternative livelihoods, such as ecotourism, sustainable fishing, and aquaculture, have shown promise. By providing economic incentives to protect rather than exploit shark populations, these initiatives can help shift local economies towards more sustainable practices. For example, in places where shark populations have recovered, dive tourism centered around sharks has become a significant source of income. International efforts to regulate the shark fin trade have been underway for decades. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, has listed several shark species under its appendices, restricting their trade. However, enforcement remains a significant challenge, with illegal trade and weak compliance undermining these measures. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, has also developed an international plan of action for the conservation and management of sharks. This plan encourages countries to adopt sustainable shark fishing practices and improve data collection on shark catches. Several countries have taken bold steps to protect sharks. Nations like the United States, Canada, and Australia have implemented strict laws banning shark finning and regulating shark fisheries. However, enforcement is often hampered by limited resources, corruption, and the vastness of the oceans, allowing illegal activities to persist. For example, in the USA, the Shark Conservation Act requires that sharks be brought to shore with their fins naturally attached, a measure aimed at curbing finning. NGOs play a pivotal role in shark conservation. Organizations such as WildAid, Shark Trust, and Sea Shepherd work tirelessly to raise awareness, lobby for stronger regulations, and conduct research. Their campaigns have brought global attention to the plight of sharks, influencing public opinion and policy. These organizations also engage in direct action to protect sharks. Sea Shepherd, for instance, conducts patrols to monitor illegal fishing activities and has been involved in high-profile confrontations with illegal shark finning operations. There are glimmers of hope in the fight to save sharks. Marine protected areas, sustainable fishing practices, and community-led conservation projects have yielded positive results. For instance, the establishment of shark sanctuaries in countries like Palau and the Bahamas has led to significant increases in shark populations, showcasing the potential for recovery with effective protection. In these sanctuaries, all forms of shark fishing are prohibited, providing safe havens for shark populations to recover. The power of media and advocacy cannot be overstated. Documentaries like Sharkwater and social media campaigns have brought the shark fin trade into the global spotlight. Celebrities and influencers have used their platforms to advocate for shark conservation, helping to shift public perception and reduce demand for shark fin products. Educational campaigns in schools and communities have also played a crucial role. By teaching younger generations about the importance of sharks and the impacts of the fin trade, these efforts foster a culture of conservation. Engaging local communities is essential for sustainable conservation. Grassroots movements and local activists have been instrumental in driving change from the ground up. By fostering a sense of stewardship and providing education on the importance of sharks, these efforts can empower communities to protect their marine resources. In places where communities have embraced conservation, there have been remarkable recoveries of local shark populations. As we've seen, the shark fin trade is a complex issue with far-reaching impacts on marine ecosystems, economies, and shark populations. Understanding these dynamics is the first step towards meaningful change. The decline of sharks is not just a conservation issue. It is a question of ecological balance and the health of our oceans. We all have a role to play in protecting sharks. Support organizations dedicated to shark conservation. advocate for stronger regulations, and make informed choices about the products we consume. Together, we can ensure that sharks continue to thrive in our oceans for generations to come. Individual actions, such as choosing sustainable seafood and supporting shark-friendly businesses, can make a significant difference. The future of our oceans depends on the choices we make today. Let's choose to protect, preserve, and coexist with these incredible creatures. For the sake of our planet and future generations, we must end the shark fin trade. We extend our gratitude to the scientists, activists, and organizations whose tireless efforts have contributed to this documentary. Their work inspires hope and drives the mission to save sharks. Special thanks to all those who have shared their knowledge, experiences, and passion for shark conservation. Your dedication makes a difference.